Well, hey YouTube, welcome to Thousand Year Homes. This is Steve. So my mission here is to build a thousand-year home using modern materials as well as mixed ancient media. In this case, I'm going to wrap it with earth bags. So what we're standing in is a 40 foot high cube shipping container, conex, which means container for export. So I'll call it a conex on a regular basis. I also use the word cubicle and the word conical. I don't know. When I'm super tired, I use it. But it's a conex and it's a shipping container. So now a lot of these have been built with a lot of welding. Mine doesn't have any welding in it. So if you're in an area like I am with burn bans and way off grid and you can't risk a fire at all, this methodology I'm using would allow you to build a watertight container with windows. And of course, I'm adding a treat. When I do finally wrap this thing in an outer skin, it will be an Adobe, Santa Fe Mission style Adobe with a reciprocal roof. It'll be quite a stately house. So, but in the meantime, it's just been me against nature, and of course, a little bit of friends coming out to help every now and then and add some moral support. So there. And so what you're looking at is the back bedroom. Now I'm going to use this as an office in the meantime. So I put in roughly, now that it's not wired or anything, but I'm putting in the conduit while I put in the framing over the top of all those 2x4s on their sides. I'll cut off some of the heavier gauge steel from the shipping container, and I'll put some straps right there and right there, just to keep somebody from running a screw in it, because a thousand-year home won't last if people are putting screws through it. So these will be 15 amp with 14 gauge wire that I'll pull, and I'm going through, and I'll go all the way underneath and over to that box. That box has already gone out through the sill plate, which was steel, outside, and it will connect to this line, and this line will end here. So I can put eight 15 amp outlets on one circuit. So I won't be anywhere near that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 on that circuit. This circuit I haven't put in yet. There'll be an outlet there, and there'll be a 3-switch light switch there. It will not be a double pole or anything like that. Just a light switch that will run the ceiling fan and light, as well as another light here, a deck light. What else am I doing? So I'm doing electric, and then as soon as I have the electric drilled out on these, I'm going to finish putting furring strips around so that I could put drywall over all of these. And then I've already got the insulation that I need for the mineral wool, rock wool, which animals don't like and will certainly last because it's made of stone. It'll certainly last 1,000 years. So now we know electrical outlets won't last 1,000 years. But what I did is I bought hospital grade electrical outlets, which I know are built to a higher condition. I'm hoping that somebody can get 25 or 30 years out of these. Maybe even more. The junky commercial ones, listen, I wouldn't even put them in the house. They just don't last anymore. They fall apart. Or the old-fashioned ceramic ones that are in 100-year-old houses, I do not know if they still make such things, but you're not going to find those kind of things. And those had bakelite and still fell apart. So I did buy good hospital grade, and they cost me more, right? They cost me more. Maybe somebody could get 50 years. So when I say 1,000-year home, what I mean is that the general structure of the house will last 1,000 years, and anytime something won't last 1,000 years, like these windows, I'm hoping somebody gets 200 years out of these aluminum frame windows. And I even tried to get hurricane grade. I couldn't get them during all of the shipping shortages and whatnot. But I think it's reasonable to believe 100 years out of a window. 200 years would be a stretch. The stained glass will be maybe 100 years, but somebody, the lead, even if it's not lead in there, if it's some kind of a tin, it'll still degrade, and somebody will need to pull these out. All of these windows and doors, if you take all can be pulled out. You can see the screw right there. They're all screwed in. I could unscrew 6 screws right there, cut the caulk, pull that window right out, and replace it. The outlets, by not pulling Romex by actually putting in conduit. Not only do I have the benefit of keeping a very thin wall, you'll see how thin my wall is, and I don't need a lot of structure because this is bolted in, these are bolted in, those are bolted in, everything is passed through the metal already. So the furring strips then will be screwed in. Right now I'm just toe nailing them in with a brad nailer just to get it done, but I will chase it back through with real screws and put some dimension to that. In addition, I'll go ahead every 24 inches. I'll put a furring strip across for support for the drywall. Maybe not on these pieces that are only 15 inches across. They probably don't need anything. Maybe one in the middle. But the bigger 4-foot sections I will, right? There'll be a cross piece in there that will give it some strength and dimension. As well, maybe I'll shoot something down the middle. We'll see. But anyway, back to my 1,000-year home. So, in 100 years or 50 years, when somebody needs to pull the old wires out and put in new wires, this is conduit. They'll be able to easily pull through whatever's going on. Maybe by then we'll all be wireless with our own special generators. I don't know. But at the very least, people would be able to replace these outlets with whatever is current. So that's what I mean when I say 1,000-year home, and that this house will be here in 1,000 years with routine maintenance, and some of the things I can't put in that will last 1,000 years. Anything that's plastic might be rated for 500 years. Some of the things are. Some things plastic will go longer. But most of the polyethylene I'm looking at says 300 years. And maybe the designers are just being safe. Maybe we don't have 300 years of experience with plastic to be able to say. I'm not sure. But whenever I run into something like that, I'm trying to build it just like the conduit, where somebody in the future can get in and maintain it and pull it back out without a huge amount of energy and effort. And so please follow me along. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the electric in this that end of the building. And once I'm done with the electrics, we'll be right here where the lumber rack is and all of that. This is the bathroom, and I will set it up, stage, figure out where the bathroom wall is, build the pocket door over on probably this side, and the sink will probably be over here, and the potty and bathtub will be here. And so I'll get this size around, and then once I'm done with the bathroom, I could put in the adjoining wall, and this will be the master bedroom as I head out that way. And hopefully most of the insulation will be cleared up by then, and I'll have free reign out the back end of this conex. So I'm going to go ahead and put the other camera on and set it to stop motion and see if I can record myself while I'm doing the electric. It's not easy work. I've got to drill through the metal sill plates. So I punched through at first with an aircraft drill, an 8 or 10 inch aircraft drill carbide bit, and then I go in with a large hole rounder and I round it out to fit the conduit, which is 1/2 inch conduit, so I can pull 12 about 12 14 gauge wires, and that's a 15 amp. And the 12 gauge wires, I don't mix them. They won't be in the same circuit. Let me that circuit there will be a 15 amp circuits on that side. That one's a 20 amp in case somebody ever decides to put an window air conditioning unit in there. I shouldn't need a window air conditioner unit because I've saved this spot for my mini split that I have, and then up on the roof I'll pour a patio, and the mini split will sit up there in a little utilitarian booth. And my mechanical room is in the next connex over. So, all right, I think that's a pretty good design. I'm pretty happy with me getting some work done. It's finally it's muggy today. There's a huge storm rolling in through the entire Midwest. I'm a little hot, but it's only 86, and but I could see my shirt is already sticky, and because of that storm, everything's just real still. So, but hot, sticky, and real still. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on the camera here, and we'll go from there. All right, on the stop motion, I punched through one of the sill plates. Well, toe kicks is what I should call them. So I'm using 2x6s on that because it'll be 8 foot 6 inches. I don't really want to buy 10 foot 10-foot drywall. I'll buy 8-foot drywall at $14 a piece, and I'll cut one down. And most of the I've always been taught to put the down the middle, the little runner strip. I'm not going to do that. I think that that's crazy talk, and I don't know why people say to put that piece there. I'm going to put my piece along the bottom. Nobody will ever notice it, and that way I'll have a full piece all the way down. So that's me. You do you, but I think I've been told crazy. So if there's a drywall expert out there, tell me why on earth people are turning sheets on 4-foot centers, putting a 8-inch or 12-inch strip down the middle, and then another 4-foot. Why don't they put the seam at the bottom or top? I'd like to know that. Probably could Google it. Okay, let's rotate. So I will not underestimate how difficult these are. So I don't have a big enough carbide tip to make it all the way through. But now, let me take a look underneath there. That'll drop hot metal on my face. So let's see, is it focusing? So see, if you turn your walls 2 foot, you wouldn't have that little bit of sill there, but that's not very much compared to the other end, which was super big. So now I'm going to get my drill with my hole enlarger. You see it right there? And get underneath here and take care of that. I just needed to know where this piece was. Did I do it? Did you get, yeah, I did it. All right. So now I'm in the land of the spider. So last time I was underneath here, I had one of those, not a brown recluse, but one of those huntsmen ran up, bit me right in the chest, and then he sat there next to me, just breathing. But it's cool enough day. Hopefully I won't get bit. We'll find out. Anyway, when I'm done with this, I'll let y'all know. Okay, Mother Nature, she's so cute. She's so funny. So I told you last time I got bit right in the middle of the chest. It even left a dead spot for a while. Let me rotate. While I'm drilling, that thing drops out of the sky right onto me. Oh my God, it's a spider skin. I could have done without that. Anyway, I think I've got enough of a hole there. Let's see. I need a 1/2 inch, right? All right. Right there, maybe. Right there. Maybe that's a 1/2 inch. We'll find out. All right, internet. See there? Like a glove. Let me see. Let me see if you're proud of me or you're going to be all boomy. Oh, there you go, internet. Looky there. Now I just need to make sure it goes down far enough it misses the what do I want? Joist, the metal iron joist underneath. I'll put 14 inches. I'll put a 15 amp there. Then I'll come out. I'll run up to a light switch at light switch level. Boopity boopity right there. Boop. Let me go get my shop vac so I can vacuum up all those chips. It's getting a little messy. All right. Let me go take a look underneath the conex. Listen, one thing the internet misses is how much hard work it is to drill through steel. I mean, it did take me a long time, but it took me 15 minutes of focus, constant energy, constant pressure. Yeah, look at that. I like it. All right. So look, I could even pull it up quite a bit. Let's see here. So I'm gonna pull it up, and then I'll put a. Well, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna pull it up a little, but I'll leave a couple inches that I can cut then, and put the access 90. I have an access 90, so I can pull wires through it, and then I'll run it all over to there. Everything will run over to there, and I'll have a temporary 4 or 5 port generator station that'll come off of my trucks. Then after that, I can start working on the roof solar because I should have enough room. The insulation will be all out of my hair, and Oh, hold on, everybody. Thanks. Is it 5? Oh, is your horse tummy say it's 5? Let me see. Oats o'clock? This little mouth. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. Are you saying you want your oats? Huh? Let me look at what time it is. All right. He's conning me. It's 4:20. It's 4:20. Are you trying to move up your oats time? Huh? Trying to move you up your oats time. He gets so mad if I don't feed him right away. You'll see him pouting a little bit that I won't listen to him. He'll stomp his feet even more and let me know a little more. But he's got another 40 minutes before dinner time. If he does this, then I'll be feeding him all day long. So he eats when I eat, and it's 40 minutes away. So you little con, you little four-hoofed con. What am I after? Oh, my shop vac. Boop. Man, he is really upset. He is so upset. Plug in some power. Whew. May I pass? Yeah. He's bummed. He's bummed. No oats. He's sure that I'm wrong. I can read a clock. Time change is going to be awful for that old guy. He is going to be all messed up, waking me up. Is the spring ahead, fall behind? What does that mean to me? What time will that horse be waking me up? Hour later? I can handle that. All right. Okay, let me vacuum stuff up. Okay, so it's getting late in the evening. I see a big storm building up in the back there. I forgot to do one thing I need to get done here. So the outside header outside doesn't have any protective wrap on it. And I just want to put that on before the rain chute comes in. So what did I get done? I got done that light circuit up to there. I don't have a 3-gang box. I need to get a 3-gang box. I put that one in, that outlet all the way boxed in. That's boxed in, punched out through the floor. I've just changed my mind. I'm going to make that entirely a 15 amp circuit all the way across. If I want to put a 20 amp in there, I'll debate. But since this is where my mini split's going to go, I've decided not to put another 20 amp in there. I'll put something there when I get to that. So in addition, I fixed the door, the bottom sill, so that's done. Yeah, I forgot I didn't do that that protector wrap, so I'm going to get out there and get that done before the rain comes. So this is Steve, 1,000-Year Home. I'm going to go ahead and turn off my other camera. I'm going to stop this for the night. So I'm doing both the running the conduit while I'm also framing in for drywall at the same time, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. So once I'm done with that, then I just have the installation to put in and then the drywall to buy and hang. And I'll be running this off of the trucks then until I get the solar set up. So like, subscribe, follow me along. This is Steve, 1,000-Year Homes. Thank you, everybody. What do I usually say? I say, oh, do for me whatever you do for everybody else. Like, subscribe, hit the alarm bell. I don't know. They have a lot of things they tell us to do, and I can hardly keep up. But whatever that is they tell us to do, just do it for me. Thank you much. Bye.